Hi, it's Jill from Jilly Bean Studio. Welcome to the channel where I share junk journaling and art journaling projects and ideas. So in today's video, I am going to go through this paper pack from the Dollar Tree and play around with some more different types of papers to add to this cute little 8-pocket journal that I've been working in the summer. I'm really loving that. I made it using a little folio method and gluing in 3 folio pieces. And when I did that, I ended up with 6 pockets on the inside, little folder kind of things, and then 2 top-loading pockets. And I reinforced it with a little bit of pretty painted paper. And today I'm going to fix it. So the first job in today's video is I'm going to unscrunch it. I traveled with it a little bit. If you saw the last video, Patty from Just Journaling with Possum Patty and I had a fun beach meetup, and I need to fix this journal from traveling. So I'm going to fix this up with a little bit of white glue that I added just a few drops of water to, and reinforce the spine because I think it's going to need a little bit of love. And in the rest of today's video, I'm going to work in a couple of the summer booklets I've made, do some more spin art and some splatter art using the Dollar Tree papers. So these are the cute little booklets that I was inspired by Gina from Stellar J Studios to make. She had some science booklets and kind of nature journaling sort of things. And she also loves to add stories to them. So I don't know, I'm just doing my take on this, my own version. And I've also been playing with some fun spin art with a little in our family and just honestly having some grown-up spin art fun. What inspired me today was that Patty, she had a few videos ago, because if you're familiar with her channel, and please go check her out, I will link Just Journaling with Possum Patty below. She found some wonderful paper packs that were gorgeous right from the Dollar Tree. And I thought on my way home from vacation, I would give that a try too. So this is one pack I picked up that I thought might have some fun, bright colors. And I like the oranges. I thought these greens would be great. And I was hoping for that little secret reveal that Patty did, which was to find some of those gorgeous marbled and sort of artsy papers, because there's a hint of that if you can see my pile in the back. And later what I'm going to do during the video is do some splatter art and some spin art, so stay tuned for that. I hope you do. And I'd also, along the way, love to hear what you've been enjoying in all of your journaling. I am in New England in the summer, and I'm finishing up these little booklets today, as far as they get. I mean, I don't know if my journals are ever really finished, but I'm gonna call it a wrap. And also that little sweet pocket journal. Okay, here we go, friends. Here are the marbled papers that came in my Dollar Tree paper pack. Ooh, kind of Halloween vibes, right? Liking that. The feel of these is very heavy. It's a very thick GSM. I'm almost wondering it'd be a little bit hard to rip them. Ooh, oh, and one of these. This may be the prize, the little bit of the gold. So cute. I don't think as spectacular as Patty's finds, but lovely. And look at that glitter paper. That's sweet. So I'm going to get playing a little bit with those in just a minute or two, but I also picked up these craft items from the Dollar Tree, and I love playing with color and I thought these would just be perfect. I have been using wooden elements lately with the seahorses that Patty and I did on our beach journaling sesh. And then I saw these when I was picking up the paper pack. I love the birds. I'm always a fan of that. And then I thought I saw the fall leaves in this pack and then those tropical leaves. So I thought, yeah, those could be really fun. And look at that tie-dye effect. Love that. Sort of, I have a bunch of different cards that I've been playing with. My stash, keeping things on the side. I never know. I always keep that little bin around to the left and just pile things in that I might use. So we're going to get going and play around with how to use the spin art in the cute little booklets that, again, Gina from Stellar J Studio got me hooked on. I made mine a little bit larger size, I think, than hers. This is wrapping paper. And this one in particular, I wanted that ocean theme. Gina is a master of layering, and so I've been layering collage papers. I'm going to get this little strip from a seltzer box in. Did a lot of mark making, as you can see, a little play with paint. And these are folded just like a zine. The wrapping paper was a little bit floppy to work with, and I did glue them together so that they're doubled up. I love that. Beach Day collection. And then I have some of the cute things that I purchased from Cat Hand in her Etsy shop. I love Kat's channel as well. And she did her 10th anniversary on YouTube. I went to that live. That was so much fun. And then she had these special ephemera packs with all these goodies and that little edging there, that cute little sewn, I don't know what you call it, that border. That adorable little thing. I love that. So the ephemera pack came with some of those. And now I'm thinking I really loved the spin art pocket. And oh, well, here we go, friends. Let's do a little spin art here. I'm not going to do a lot, just so you see the process. But I love this as a journal pocket. I was doing this with some family members this summer. And look, I'm not going to take you through the big spin there, but you get the idea. The little spinner and the splattering of paints, and then you get that great tie-dye effect. So I had a blast over the last few weeks playing with spin art, and I thought, what a fun idea to add to our journals. It can be a journaling card. I'll show you one of those later. And I'm really loving them as journal pockets and like actually for the toppers on the top of your journals. I think I'll play with these for a little while. And by the end of the video, since this video I took a few different videos and combined them, by the end of the video you will see the results in the last few minutes of how all of these kind of came together. So a heads up on that. I'm going to do a little journaling with me right now and play with some placement, but don't you just, I don't know, there's something about that spin art that using it for a pocket and those bright colors, it really reminds me of summer. And also Gina always talks about story elements, and I do a lot of memory keeping in my journals, and I really want to add story elements just on little journaling cards and things like that. But also sometimes with our visual journaling, doing a kind of art that you did as a kid brings up those stories too. So anyway, all the thoughts running through my brain. I would love to hear your thoughts and what you're enjoying. If you found some of those amazing Dollar Tree paper packs like Possum Patty did, I felt lucky to find one, but the rest did not look so fancy. So I just picked up that one. And if you found any other goodies, I absolutely love these leaves and birds. And what I decided to do to add a little more texture is wet this corrugated cardboard piece and then also add some of that PVA glue with a few drops of water in it to make a spine for this booklet. I was just playing with it. I wanted something that would give the floppy sort of zine, using wrapping paper is not that sturdy, give the spine a little more stability. I also think it's cute for texture. I really like this, I don't know what you call that color of the solid piece on the left. It's somewhere between a gold and a green, and I just love it. Okay, we are moving on to some really fun, and sorry about the wiggly camera because I'm going outside, some fun splatter play now. I'm out in my yard and I took a box and an old shopping bag and a lot of acrylic paint and some of the splatter paint from the spin art and a few of the Dilutions ink sprays and just had to go. No, no technique except splat. I let that dry in the sun and then I played, friends, over the last week or so with some journaling. And it was a busy work week. We also had a wedding this weekend. So I'm sharing now more of the results. And along the way, you'll see a lot of those fun papers and some of the spin art. So if you have any questions, let me know. I also added some of this beautiful sari silk that I purchased on Amazon. And yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. I'm really satisfied with finishing up these summer journals. So for August, I called this, and even in July, I guess I started it, my 8-pocket journal. As you might recall, if you've seen other videos, that little mermaid tail or goldfish tail Patty gave me on our get-together. I sort of did this in the beginning idea of doing alphabet cards, but that I never really followed through on that particular thing. I was trying to give myself prompts, and I had just come off Junk Journal July and was feeling the prompt thing, but in the end, I just played. Made some fun cards. Did the gnome, like Mr. Billy Bean, that Patty has right now hanging out in Soggy Bottom in her place. And then played with collage, doodling. I'll link the playlist for this. Some of these I made on camera or showed before. Here's a lot of that splatter paper, and you can see this is in the top loading pocket. Sort of flap that down. I love that. I just love the look of all the splatter and a little bit of doodling, layering it up. And I use this kind of hole punch for the tags, the horizontal one instead of a circle. More doodling and using a lot of the paper. I don't know why I showed that one versus the gray one, but I guess I just pulled that one out. But I had a ton of both those, the gold and the green paper and the gray marbled paper. This is our Seahorse from our beach meetup. Mine's losing a little bit of sand there. I tried to secure it a little bit more with some glue or Mod Podge kind of stuff. I didn't finish all the cards, but I did a little Sharpie rubbing alcohol experiment there. And look, only one little bird left in the nest, friends. I used, I think, all of those elements from the Dollar Tree finds. some book pages, a little bit of spin art. I didn't do anything on this, but look what a great journaling card if you do memory keeping. Here we go, another little bird on a Pantone postcard. Did some journaling there. Didn't use this really cute card that I got from Cat Hands ephemera packet yet. And then, yeah, I just have a little note about putting out the garbage. I write amazing things in my journals, friends. There were some notes of things that went on that week that I left on our kitchen counter, and I just popped it in. Why not? A little bit of some of the circles and splatter on the bottom there. Use some Posca paint pens, gel pens. I love microns. Ooh, the sun's coming in a little bit right now on my porch. Isn't this adorable? I love those tugboats. Just more of that bubbling kind of effect on the splatter paper. And this is a tiny little pocket. I'm keeping these all in this journal, but if I ever want to use these cards in another journal, some of them aren't finished and some are, but aren't really like memory keeping cards, so I could interchange them. Here's more of that splatter art. That was really fun. Messy, 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 but great fun. Just do it in a box or get your paper bag or whatever. Yeah, and another little bird on the back with some doodles. And that gorgeous mermaid tail or goldfish tail from Patty. I love it. That was a lot of fun to journal in this summer. Lots of experiments. And then here's sort of the home stretch for the booklets. This one has, again, the spin art pocket. And some of the splatter paper, I just love this little piece. I didn't know what to do with it. Tucked it in. I did a lot of Posca mark making, I guess I want to say, or paint pen. That's Patty's Seahorse from our meetup. Did that little sketch of a plover. And then I did a lot of cutting. Patty did some really nice, we were both doing some collage art with scraps. And so I decided to add more. She did with the seahorse I gave her. So I decided, yeah, I'm going to keep doing that as well. Very inspired by all of her journaling. A little bit going on this page. I mean, I think there's always room for more. And Gina put a lot of fabric in hers from Stellar J Studio. I just really didn't get there. And I'm not sure I'm going to, other than maybe some ribbon. So I popped that in. I may add that later. I want a cat hands borders. Some more doodling. And I put watercolor paper as a spine on this one. And then this one is the one that's more like woodland and birds and gardens and things closer to home. Fall leaves coming up and sunflowers. These are all from my neck of the woods in Connecticut. More of that splatter paint on the left and that marble paper. I did cover that up a little bit, but we have to make sacrifices, right? Book text. Napkins, more splatter paper. I wrote a little note to remember how much this project was inspired by Gina's project. Added that, I don't know, that kind of twine-ish, not sure what you call that, ribbon. Yeah, I used the Stabilo a little bit. Some journaling, a little bit of lace, and more book text. I think, again, I could add more to the last pages of both journals, but I'm pretty satisfied. It was a lot of fun. Enjoyed so much summer journaling. Again, meeting Patty in person was an absolute delight, as well as meeting Mr. Possum. And now ready for September journaling. I made myself a little September journal kit with some goodies, and I will have more of that coming up in the next video. But why not make yourself a little kit of ideas? So I'm ready for that, ready for September, and I really appreciate you stopping by the channel. Thanks so much for being here, and happy journaling to you.